Just give me a cocky tea. Cocky tea. Cocky tea in hand, that'll be all right. So I had to do the gig with no knickers on.
We make it happen.
Hello and welcome to Series 2, Episode 3 of the We Make It Happen podcast, a podcast designed for people within the events and entertainment industry, delving into the funny and maybe not so funny aspects of all our lives.
I am so proud of you.
I'm proud of myself as well. I've made it
good.
through. I've only made it through a handful of times since we've been doing this.
Yeah,
and we've
about
done
3 times in about 13 episodes.
Yeah, yep.
I feel like that's because Christy always goes, yeah, you did it wrong again.
That was customary with every start of every podcast anywhere. There's usually an introduction. You've already heard that there's 3 voices. The wise amongst you will have realised that. I am Callum, sweet on sax. You know my name, you know my voice. And opposite me is the wonderful, the marvellous.
Oh, lovely. I love that.
This is when you say your name.
Christy. I got overexcited by the introduction. I was like, keep going. My name is Christy or Christic Strumming. And in the middle of us, who are you?
We have... Oh, wait, no, that was supposed to be a drum roll.
A joker.
We have...
Holly J.
Holly J. DJ.
Holly J.
Holly J.
I forgot
DJ.
about the second part. Yeah. DJ Holly J.
DJ Holly J.
Holly J. So again, the wise amongst you will have realised that we've seen Holly before. We have linked to Series 1, Episode 2 podcast up there somewhere on the YouTube where you can click and watch that if you have no idea who we're talking to. But Holly, just give us a very quick introduction to yourself. Obviously, we know your name already, but what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm Holly J. I have been a DJ for 13 years, teach a bit of DJing, do a mixture of weddings, clubs, bars, festivals. Yeah.
She's just fantastic. She's one of the best. She's one of the best DJs that I know.
Oh, that's so
And
nice.
I know a lot of
Thank
DJs, and
you.
she is bloody fantastic.
Thanks so much.
So
I
we're
would
very
agree.
excited to have you back.
Thanks, I'm excited to be back. I was when you messaged me. I was like buzzing. I'll be definitely on that.
Oh, cheers. No, it's good to see you. So, as customary with every start of this podcast, we do our little podcast check-in, which we'll do in a minute, just to let you guys know this podcast is going to be a little bit different than normal because we've got some exciting new features, which we hope that some of you guys listening, wherever you are, in your cars, at home, on the treadmill, having a poo, you will get involved with.
He always lowers the tone. You will always lower the tone.
Well,
I
people
can't
are
say it
doing
'cause I'm the same.
a variety of different things, aren't they? I assume.
Yeah.
Some things I don't want to know about, to be honest.
Hopefully they're not on the toilet for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
That would
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, the legs will go numb. So, yes, we do our podcast check-in to see how we are, which we're hopefully we're doing all right.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to our features coming up. This is our new little features coming up. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm quite looking forward to that. But, Holly, let's probably start with you, maybe.
Yes.
You know what we do, don't we?
We do love and
A
loathe.
love and loathe, because sometimes we just want to scream. Although we love our jobs, sometimes we
Yeah.
just want to let out a scream.
Totally. I mean, right now, as of today, I love my job.
Yay!
That's good.
A few reasons. Obviously, there's a journey, isn't there? A couple of weeks, maybe even a month ago, it was like, oh, would have said I hated it. But yeah, at the minute, really good. And I think it's because I've had a nice roll of good gigs. It started coming in thick and fast. It's very quiet, isn't it? Especially wedding season, January to April.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to work again. Started coming in. I had a gig on Saturday at Shaw Hill. Oh my God, the guests danced all night.
Where's
No,
that? Sorry, Shaw
At
Hill?
Shaw Hill in Chorley.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. Played with 2 singers, male and female, a guitarist, which was different. I've never done that before. It
Electric
was,
guitar?
Yeah, it was cool,
Okay.
man. It was so
Sick.
cool. And a sax, but it was a tenor sax.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah,
different.
yeah, it was very
Yeah.
different. It was nice, but the guests, they were all quite, they were a mixture of ages, probably younger, maybe mid-20s, danced all night. no requests, so which is good for me. That gives me an indication that I'm doing a good job. So yeah, it was really good. And then I think we'll probably talk about this later on, but I've got a few other gigs coming up, a couple this weekend that are exciting, and then I've got Ibiza in a couple of weeks that Christy's going to join and support.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's all good. Love it at the minute.
Good to hear.
Fabulous.
Christy?
Yeah, I am also on a love. So in the past fortnight, I was only here for 1 week. I went to Santorini, and I was
Nice.
gigging in Santorini.
Beautiful.
So that was, it really was stunning. Have you been?
Yeah, I went with Amber on a Girls at Mix gig
fellow
ages ago.
player.
Yeah.
Amber Sachs?
Amber
Amber
Sachs.
Sachs.
Yes,
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to Amber
Shout out
Sachs.
to Amber, yeah.
But yeah, no, Santorini was absolutely incredible. We ended up extending it for a week. I went with Girl on Sax, who owns Girls That Mix. My parents went. Her parents went. Thank God they all got on, because it would have been a very awkward week otherwise.
Imagine.
Because they'd never met before. So it was a bit of a ballsy statement, but we all went and had a great time.
You can't not feel good somewhere like that, though, and
Oh my
not get
God.
on. Like, you're just surrounded by good vibes, aren't
Yeah,
you?
it was absolutely incredible. Like, the Caldera view, we managed to book an ear. So we had the most beautiful view from our pool. And as you were looking out, it was just impossible to have anything on your mind. Like, the stress just all literally melted away. I've never been anywhere like that before in my life.
Apart from here, the
Apart
We Make
from-
It Happen podcast studio.
Totally.
I mean, to be fair, we are looking at the Santorini colours. We have got blue walls and white coving. So,
There we go.
you know what? I feel like I'm back in Greece. And the temperature is hot in here. So, yeah, transporting me back to Santorini. But yeah, it was amazing. The wedding was fabulous. Very high budget. The fireworks went on for about 15 minutes. It was crazy.
Jeez.
But it was quite funny because I think it was a bit of a mixed race wedding. So the groom was black, but the bride was white. So whenever we came on, the dance floor just got flooded by all the white people, absolutely loving it. And I think there was one part where we came on and this black woman sat down. I could just like hear her in a monologue saying, "This is the whitest shit I've ever seen in my life."
Is it because it was all your 90s, Freed from Desire,
yeah,
Dreamer?
yeah. But then
That's
they all,
every wedding that I go to, I feel that way.
but then when we finished, then went back onto R&B, and then all the black people then got up and started going mad.
Yeah, good.
But there was one guy which I absolutely loved. I'm not sure if he was like an uncle or something. Really big dreadlocks, big guy. And he was holding this like little kid who must have been about 6 or something. And this song came on, and I think it wasn't like Shake That Ass for Me, but it was something like that. And everyone's like throwing it back on the dance floor. And I remember this guy holding this little kid, and he was like, "This is the one time you can say this word, but only whilst you're singing." So this little kid's going, "Shake that ass for me."
Aw.
And it was just so
He
cute.
was like, hall past a swearing.
It was just so cute. So, Santorini was great. I also celebrated my light bulb anniversary, which is 3 years after leaving my domestic abusive ex. So I'm feeling positive and happy about that.
God, I feel like that's flu.
I know.
3 years.
3 years, mate, honestly.
Bloody hell.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
Although I think the recovery, to be fair, was about 16 to 18 months before I even started to feel like myself. So that's probably why. But yes, that was great. And then I also had a fantastic gig for Girls That Mix with JCB, which was really
Wow,
cool.
that's cool.
In the Mattioli Arena. So it was a big do. And they overran so much. They actually ended up asking us if we could like stay and play an extra set, because I think we were meant to finish at 11:10, and we only started playing at quarter to 11.
Bloody
So,
hell.
so my agent called, and she was like, "Would you guys mind running over?" I was like, "Well, to be honest, mate, we've been here 6.5 hours, and I've only played 45 minutes. So whilst I'm here, I might as well do another set." And it was amazing. The whole place just went off.
That's so
And
good.
it was great.
Whereabouts is that arena? UK?
Yeah. Leicester,
Nice.
I think. Leicester. So it was really nice, actually. Really swish. I got a photo with a digger. So
You got a photo with an actual
the
JCB,
JCB
digger truck.
diggers, yeah.
I wondered what she was on about then.
Yeah, my first thought was gold.
But yeah, so I had a great time. Callum, what about you? Love or loathe?
I'm sorry to ruin this wonderful, love that you
Are you on
guys
a
have.
loathe?
I'm on an absolute
Ah,
loathe. I couldn't be
yeah.
on loathe more
Oh,
if I
no.
tried.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd
What's
say
going
it's
on,
the
bro?
biggest loathe of the entire We Make It Happen podcast. Yeah.
Oh, go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
What's the sitch?
Shall I
Right,
call
well-
someone?
Say again.
Shall I call someone? Should we be concerned?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I think you're my therapist. The way that you sat in that chair, you look
Yeah,
like
with
a
the legs
therapist.
crossed.
Yeah,
She's-
yeah.
I'm just
With your
taking
laptop
notes
out.
on your mindset.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, yes, I have not been feeling too good, if I'm honest.
Oh no.
So yeah, you know, on this podcast, we do probably come across as positive people, and we are for the you know, the majority of the time. But sometimes, as you know, those that will be listening will know, sometimes something hits us, and it just is hard, especially when it's our professional career as well. So for me, on last Saturday, so in between last podcast and this podcast, I was doing a gig in Leeds at a place called Carousel, and they know about this incident already. Carousel's a great place, great venue, really cool inside. And I was like, right, first set done, second set, here we go. But yes, then it all went wrong. So I grabbed my saxophone. Saxophonists, they have a neck strap, which basically holds the saxophone in place. The neck strap said, "Not today, guys. I'm out of here." And
You're making
it
this like
snapped.
light-hearted, but was it really not light-hearted at the time?
No, it was in very much slow motion. So it snapped.
Oh no!
Yes, and it fell on my saxophone. Fell on the floor because I wasn't holding it.
Oh, they're fairly heavy as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, if my saxophone is about $6,000 worth of kit on the floor in front of me, and I was like, and I grabbed the saxophone, hoping that it was all okay. Couldn't play at all. My neck strap was broken, but I always carry a spare in my car. So I thought, well,
Spare sax.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I ran and grabbed the spare sax, completed the gig, no dramas, all good. But obviously I'm thinking, this saxophone is just falling on the floor. But, you know, I've had other incidents with that saxophone where it's been damaged, but I've always taken it to a guy called Dave, who runs a shop called All Brass and Woodwind in Leeds. And I will give a huge shout out to All Brass and Woodwind, because they always fix my issues that I have. I've known him for 13 years now, since I started uni, because I started uni in Leeds, and he's always been there to help. But I thought, well, that's going to relax my head. It will be fine. As long as my other saxophone doesn't go wrong, we'll be fine for the rest of the day, because I had another gig after. So get to that gig. It doesn't start too well, because for the first time ever, I plugged my mic into the back of the DJ mixing desk, or sorry, actually the decks themselves, and nothing, no mic output. No idea why, because the DJ is literally demonstrating in front of me. His mic works absolutely fine. So I'm thinking, is it cables? I'm like shifting cables around. Nope, nothing. Everything I try, no sound.
Was it when your sax dropped to hit the microphone?
No, I mean my microphone
This is
worked.
the spare sax.
Spare sax, but same mic.
Right,
but
yeah.
it worked fine to continue the previous gig. So I was thinking, I don't think it's the mic, but me being me, I've got a spare mic in my car as well. So I go to the spare mic, nothing. Spare lead, nothing.
That's a
By
Dex
this
issue then.
point, well, I'm thinking, how could it be a Dex issue when he's demonstrated his own mic is working in front of me?
Because there's two mic input.
But we're using the same mic input, and he's only got one, and it's
That's
a DJ
so
controller.
weird, right?
Yeah, no idea.
Was it an RX3?
No, it was a tractor.
It's not Pioneer, people.
Oh my God, that face was iconic.
Well, I don't think we'll ever get a sponsorship from Tractor, will we?
You don't want one.
I'm going to zoom into your face when I edit this later.
Put that face as like the cover art for the.
Yeah. So yeah, not a good start. Now we end up starting half an hour late, because the way that I had to remedy this situation was, because guess what? I've got a spare speaker in my car as well.
Oh,
so I basically just connect my mic just straight to the speaker, and it works absolutely fine. So I have to put it on the floor in between his speakers. His speakers are really loud, so I've got to like crank mine up, ask him to lower his so we can get the right balance. And then obviously, because it's on the floor, when I walk in front of it, there's a bit of feedback here and there, so I have to really watch where I was going. I couldn't use my in-ears like I normally do, because the music was coming through one system and my mic was coming through another. So
Difficult, that.
it was, and
It's
I
like a
was
Saturday
like,
from hell.
yes, but it gets worse.
Oh,
it
God,
gets much worse.
Callum.
We yeah, I know I'm dragging on a bit here, so I will,
Rant away.
I will make this quick, because we've got a lot to get through today. So I'm like, right, I've mastered that. Well done, Callum. I'll pat myself on the back. You've done it. We play a set. I say to the DJ, I'm going to play 45 minutes. Now, this is after the point of realizing that all of his music is playing in different keys than the original tracks, and I had to YouTube how to fix it on software that I wasn't familiar with. So I'd remedied that too.
Let me guess what he was using.
What was it?
Virtual DJ.
No, he wasn't actually. He was using the
Tractor.
Tractor, yeah. Zoom it
Stop hiding it.
yeah, because there was no like master tempo on his decks or like key lock. And for those that aren't maybe music nerdy, what that means is like when the speed of the track is shifted, the pitch changes too. And it means like putting a musical instrument with it. It sounds
It's like putting a square through a circle.
That's a really good
really
analogy.
is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't work. It needs to be in the right key.
And in fairness to any DJ, like if you're not musically trained, you probably wouldn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
But I wonder why the key had changed.
I think it was just maybe
He'd
his
probably
style of
changed the
mixing was
BPM.
he was changing the BPM as he could mix, but he just didn't know how to put it back, and he didn't want me to touch his equipment, which I can fully
Fair
understand.
enough, yeah.
But if you're the DJ watching this, I've got an admission to make to you. When you went off for food several times, I figured it out, and that's why I was able to do the gig.
Well, if you can't DJ
sorry about that, mate.
properly, you need to learn.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It was just you didn't want me to touch his equipment, which I could totally understand because I wouldn't
I get
want
that,
anyone
but
to
if you're
touch
going to
mine.
be a good DJ, you should know what master tempo is, and you should know how to reset the master tempo. Just
You
saying.
tell him.
That's
tell
coming from
him.
a DJ. I know we slate DJs often
I'm only
here, but that
joking.
is coming from a DJ.
We all learn.
We
all
do.
learn.
We're
still all learning.
Well, he didn't learn because he was away from the decks when I was changing it. But anyway.
Well, a sack's got to do what a sack's got to do, doesn't it? So
Yeah, so sorry, I'll quickly move on. So what happened is, first set, I was like, I'm going to play 45 minutes, then I'm going to have a break. Cool. He carries on playing dance music after the 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, it's your choice, but fine. But he's playing really good tracks. So I'm like, I kind of need to carry on here. So I
he's wasting them he could save them for your second set.
He could have, but maybe he didn't realise how good of tracks they were for me specifically, because I think all sax players probably prefer maybe different tracks over other tracks. So I'm like, oh, these are great tracks for me. So I'll just carry on playing. And my spare saxophone was like, not today, mister.
Oh, no.
So all of a sudden, I can't play a note out of a saxophone. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, right, get myself together, Callum. Step outside.
scream.
Calm yourself down and try and figure out what's going on here, because you can't get through the gig if you don't. You've got 45 minutes left. So I realised what's happening is a key of the saxophone isn't opening and closing as it should be. It's basically just in an open position the entire time, where really, unless I'm playing that note, it should be in a closed position. So the air travelling down the saxophone isn't travelling down in the way it should be, meaning I can't play a single note through my saxophone because of it. So what I realise is I need to get that closed, that key closed. Now, normally what you could do is you could put a rubber band around it and it will work the same as like a spring mechanism to open and close it, because it was the spring that was snapped. Didn't have a rubber band, didn't have a hair bubble. So I went to the bar and asked for some black electrical tape. I'd used that instead and just taped the key shut.
So you couldn't use that key?
Couldn't use it now.
Oh my God, because you're doing it so fast. How do you know to avoid that finger on that key?
So I just had to avoid that note entirely on the saxophone, and any note higher than that note as well, because of the note that it was. It was a high D for those saxophonists that are listening.
Oh, I bet that was difficult, that.
I just had to think a bit more, I think, about what I was doing. But I was like, and then occasionally, because I'm in a warm climate and there's obviously like warm air going through the saxophone, the tape would unstick. So I'd have to like kind of stick it down again. Jeez. I got through the 45 minutes and I was like, let's get the F out of here. I'm going home.
Oh my God.
I am done with this weekend. So Monday comes, I go to Allbrass and Woodwind, and Dave says, it's about £1,000 worth of damage, that.
Which one?
The original saxophone. He fixed the spare on the spot.
Right.
So he says, have you got insurance? I'm like, yeah, I never really thought to use my insurance. I only thought really to ever use it if it was like lost. So we go through that. and it was really easy, way easier than car insurance.
That's good.
And then he keeps it for several days. I'm having to use my spare in other gigs, which was really scary because I didn't know whether to trust it or not. But he has it ready for me before he even said that he'd have it ready for me. So thank you again, Dave, for that. And I was able to crack on when I got my sax back. And I was really thankful to him for that. So I wasn't a loathe, but he helps me just put my head back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still a loathe. I'm still really annoyed that it happened.
Oh,
That was a loathe. Good
It
God.
was a loathe. I'm sorry I
Yes.
spoke for ages.
No, but that's understandable. What you've got to think of in times like this is at least you've got a spare, and at least you've got your hands. Because look at lovely Laura. She broke her wrist. She
I
can't
know,
play.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
Commiserations
always
to
someone
lovely
worse
Laura.
off.
Yeah, I've seen a lot going on with her on her
I think
Instagram.
she's really
and-
been struggling, hasn't she?
Yeah,
Bless her.
yeah. So thinking of you, lovely Laura.
I mean, I must
for that.
admit, in COVID, I used to do live streams. I used to do a Friday night session and a Sunday morning session. And there was one time when I think I must have got like RSI or something in my wrist. And
What's that?
repetitive strain injury.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a bit like tennis elbow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got that in my wrist and I couldn't play. And even though I was only just starting out with this, I think I've only must have been doing it like a year when I was live streaming in COVID. It affected me so much. I was like in floods of tears because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I was a beginner really in this scene. Never mind lovely Laura. I can't imagine what she's going through.
It's your livelihood, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah, and-
anything, whatever you do, if it relates to something that you do daily and it affects that.
Yeah.
Like my back, like I struggling to stand up DJing and stuff. That was
Yeah.
a nightmare. When I was at college, I broke my arm and I was doing a dance course. Couldn't dance.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a pain in the bum
Yeah, or the back, or the wrist, or the...
or the neck or the hand.
Anyway, so we shall move on from that.
Yes.
On to onwards and upwards. We'll leave the loathe in the past. What have we got coming up that we're excited about? Holly, I know you've got a lot coming up that you're excited about, and I'm
Yeah.
buzzing about it as well. So take it away.
Okay, well, I'll start with this weekend.
That was such like a... Okay, yeah.
I've got a gig on Saturday. I need to get through that, which is absolutely fine. I love doing what I do on the daily, which is like weddings and corporate and things like that. But when I do get the opportunity to do festivals and like house music, which is like my favourite, that's what I'm most excited for. So Sunday, I'm doing a set at the Corner Shop at Neighbourhood Weekender Festival, which is in
Wow.
Warrington, which is like it's like an indie festival, but they have like a tent that's called the Corner Shop, and they actually dress it up like a shop.
Sick.
It's got like crisps in it and popcorn and like drinks and stuff. It's really cool. And I'll do an hour in there. And every single time I've done a gig in there, it's bouncing. It's really good. And then after that, so I'm doing 6 till 7 there on Sunday. And then after that, I'm going to head straight over to Hideout, which is in Warrington. And I've got my own event on there, which is called Hot House. And that starts at 8 o'clock. And I've got 7 DJs on. And one of our friends is doing his debut house set there. It's called Darwin.
Yeah, we love Darwin.
Darwin DJ.
Oh, is Darwin by any chance a relation to a very famous saxophonist?
May.
Go on,
Yeah,
Sax,
yeah. You're-
Girl on sax, yeah.
That was like for you to lead on to
Yeah,
say who it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
but you both looked at me like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, so Darwin has been coming to me for DJ lessons, and he wants to like break into the scene. He's like purchased equipment for weddings and things like that. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to give him an opportunity, because really Hot House I started Hot House to give myself the opportunity to play house music, because what you'll find is, especially as a DJ, and I know DJs that are listening to this in the industry, if you're in one route, which is like weddings, it's really difficult to get asked to do housey, clubby,
Yeah.
the cool, enjoyable. Not that weddings aren't enjoyable, but the cool stuff that I like prefer, shorter sets, cooler music, stuff that I like playing. It's really hard to like get asked to do stuff like that, because people just assume that you just do weddings and you don't do other stuff, which is strange, because obviously I started out the first 8 years of my career, I did house music clubs and stuff, and then eventually moved into weddings. So I was like, do you know what? I'm starting my own event. If you can't beat them, join them. If you can't join them, beat
That's
what's the
it.
saying? You know what I mean?
If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I quite enjoy if you can't join them, beat them.
Yeah.
I think
Whatever.
that's what I'm going to use
Yeah.
going forward.
Yeah.
whichever. But, yeah, so started Hot House, and I was like, I'm also teaching people who want to go into the industry that won't have opportunities, or like they might not for a while. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to put people on there as well. So that's why I run the event. So yeah, I'm dead excited for Sunday.
I know. I mean, I must admit, I went to my first Hot House event a couple of months ago, at Hideout Warrington. Never been to one before, but we are all going to go to another one, which I'll let Holly told you about.
Yeah.
In July. But I know on here we do talk about the fact that nightlife is dying a little bit, but that hot house was absolutely rammed. It was sick. It was so good in Warrington. It was fantastic.
Can you still get tickets?
It's free.
It's
Oh, it's
free.
free.
You don't need to
Honestly,
just turn
it's
up.
free.
It's free.
Oh my God, I'm
Neighbourhood
be there.
weekend
I'm
is not. That's
but
a
I wanna
festival.
be.
But yeah,
I know,
anyone
I'm
that
gutted I
wants to
can't
come to-
go.
Oh,
I know, yeah.
I know. But you are coming another hot house event, which I've organised, which is in Ibiza.
Whoop, whoop.
Ibiza.
Nice.
Give
in
us a cheer,
July.
Callum.
Oh, sorry.
12th of July, it's at Plastic. Hot house event, 11 p.m. till probably 5 a.m. Just going to get
Amazing.
the tunes going. Yeah, I've got, I think, about 7 or 8 DJs on. We've got photographers, videographers flying
Percussion.
out. And no, it's
No?
actually, well, with the housey stuff, we've not really got live artists on.
Right. Oh, so you're just going just to go?
It's just,
I'm just
yeah,
going
it's
to
just like
support.
like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going because you were playing.
No, like there's loads of them going. So all we've got like a WhatsApp and
What's the date again?
do
Just-
we call? No,
No, we won't say the
we
name
won't
of the
say
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp
Oh,
group.
is it not PC?
It's just
Depends
so,
how you
it's
see it.
just so weird that
Yes.
no one would get it.
No.
So it's people are just gonna think that we're warped and crude if we say it on.
Yeah.
Okay, all
So
right.
anyway,
If you know, you
everyone
know.
in that group is like got flights.
Oh, amazing.
My cousins are coming, my sisters coming, family, friends. Like there's gonna be, I think there's gonna be about 40 to 50 people flying out just for this event.
Wow. Run that
Really
date
grateful.
again.
July the 12th.
July
at
the
Plastic
12th.
Hot House event. Get your
Okay.
tickets on Skiddle.
That's a Friday, isn't it?
It's a Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll check my diary. It might be
Oh
there
my
myself.
God, fly out. You might be able to get cheap flights.
A little raver, Omari, my
Yeah.
child.
Yeah,
No,
imagine.
joking.
Well, you've got to be over 18,
Yeah.
but just get you some fake
He's over
ID.
18
You'll be all
months.
right. You'll be fine then.
Put some glasses and a mustache on him.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. I've got neighbourhood weekend. I've got a few gigs coming up, weddings and stuff, and then I've got hot house events. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And if people want to find out more information about the one this Sunday or the one in Ibiza, what is the Hot House handle on Instagram?
So it's hot_house_music.
There you go. Hot_house_music.
Beautiful.
Get
There
to
you
know
go.
and
Get
do
to
yourself a favour
know.
and bloody go because it's fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Anything else to add?
I think that's it for me. Oh, I'm going to Turkey on a family holiday in
That's what I was hinting to.
Oh right,
Yeah.
oh right, okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Turkey. It's called Fethiye. I've never been to that part of Turkey. Flying to Dalaman, it looks absolutely beautiful. Got a mixture of sea, mountains.
Nice.
Just give me a cocktail. Just give me a cocky tea.
Cocky tea.
Just cocky tea in hand. That'll be all right.
Where is that? Where's that come from?
Just my head. Just my brain.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Well, enjoy yourself with a
Thank
cocky tea in Turkey.
Oh god.
Christy,
Oh, that's so funny. I want a cocky tea.
what have you got coming up
Might have a cocky
apart from a cocky tea?
might have
We
one.
do have coffee. Coffee.
A coffee.
Coffee.
You watch the Michael Jackson. Coffee.
He just saw it the other day. That's where it's come from.
I
I'm
just,
guessing.
yeah. Well, no, actually,
Subconsciously, coffee.
I
that
would
is
like
so
some more. Let's move on.
I'm not sure if you can tell. We've just got a new coffee machine in
We
the
do, yeah.
in the
Coffee's
studio,
gone to the head.
so everyone's obviously flying
Nicest
high.
coffee I've ever had here, to be honest.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I know. Normally it's not the best,
Proper
and normally I
coffee.
make it, so it's my fault.
Shamon.
Christy, before I've got to do a lot of editing.
Right. Christy. So I have.
Come on.
Oh my God! Right, stop. Who bought the coffee machine? Right, okay. So what have I got? Me. Oh my God! Right,
God.
hopefully no one's.
Oh, what's happened to this podcast?
Hopefully no one's
What's
crashed their car, but hopefully the laughter is keeping you awake. Right, everyone shut
And
up.
reset.
Right, so I have a busy weekend coming up. I have a busy weekend coming up. I'm going to blast through this. So I have a gig on tomorrow, on Friday, in Preston with Girls That Mix, which would be really nice. And then I have a gig on Saturday in Burton-on-Trent, which is a bit of a trek for me, but it should be a really good event. It's actually can't even say it, a disco Ibiza teepee style wedding, which is going to be fantastic. And they've actually got little orange glasses like O Beach. They've done like homage to O Beach in the glassware and stuff. It's going to be really cool. And then on Sunday, I am in Ilkley, which is why I can't come to Hot House. So I'm very grateful to be doing my gig, but then it's just too far for me to swing by Warrington afterwards.
Yeah, it's a bit far, isn't it? Ilkley's lovely though.
Oh, it is lovely, yeah.
Love a bit of
And I finish at about 9 o'clock, and it's only half an hour from my house, so that's quite nice.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to drive 2 hours to Warrington and back. So anyway, I'll still have a great time. And then on Monday, I'm in Clitheroe. But it is quite funny because I'm having a Callum overdose.
Are you with him on?
So I'm obviously with him today.
That's me, by the way. Hiya.
I'm with him today, obviously doing the podcast. And then on Saturday, that took a while. On Saturday, I have booked him for the gig. And then on Sunday, we've both been booked individually for the gig. And then on Monday, we're both booked through Exceed for the gig. So I'm seeing him Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which is very sad.
It's a pleasure.
Charming. Ouch.
No, I'm very, very happy about it, I must admit. I'm excited. It's a good thing I like you.
Not sure whether I feel the same way, to be honest.
Over to you, Callum. What have you got coming up?
Yes, well, I was going to say seeing you every day for the next few days, but take that back. Yeah, bank holiday, really, because I kind of I build my head up to bank holiday like, oh my God, okay, we've got a whole variety of gigs. It's going to be heavy. But then I look forward to doing it because I look forward to every gig, but then I also look forward just to the peace, like after, okay, I don't have to gear myself up for those gigs anymore. I can breathe. So kind of that really, just having a breather after all the whirlwind of gigs, but then at the same time, the gigs as well.
Yeah. I always find that whenever there's like a gig marathon, I'm always really excited to it. And then I get halfway through and I think, why the hell have I done this to myself? And then afterwards, I'm like dying on the floor. But actually, I'm so proud.
That's how I feel like with this podcast at the moment, to be honest. Joking.
Do you ever get like nervous for stuff like that? When I have like a consecutive like 4 days gigging, I get nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, I get like, oh, am I going to be all right? What if they don't like me? What if my equipment doesn't work? And I like self-sabotage in my head. And it always goes well. And I'm like, buzzing, love them 4 days. I can breathe now. And it's just like, I think it's me. That's a me problem, obviously. But like, I've obviously got this gig on Saturday and it's 7 till 1 a.m. And something in my head is like, because it's not 7 till midnight, you've got an extra hour. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What if you don't do that extra hour really well? And do you know, like I like overthink things. But yeah, I think it's just a bit of self-sabotage. And obviously with technology, as we know, it can be so unpredictable as well, can't it? I think at the minute as well, my Tidal, if anyone's a DJ and uses Tidal on Rekordbox, can you let me know if you're having any problems? Because my Tidal shut down on Saturday, completely stopped the music. I was like, you like literally, I haven't done anything wrong. It's just your computer. So I'm like, I think it's that's giving me a bit of anxiety. Like, what if it shuts down on Saturday? But at the end of the day, most people don't notice. They're all drunk anyway. So hopefully I'll get through it fine. It's just...
Sure, it will be fine.
I'm sure you will.
It's out of your control, isn't it?
It's always the gigs that I'm like, oh God, I'm absolutely dreading this. It's going to go so wrong. So much stuff could go wrong in this, you know. And they're always the best ones.
Yeah, it usually goes really well.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
I only get nervous if I kind of don't know what I'm going to expect. And I get nervous, really, if maybe someone phones me up and says, oh, the bride doesn't like dance music. And I'm like, wait a second, but do you know who you've booked? Do you know who I am? Can you play to, Come On Eileen or something? And then I'm like, oh, they want Come On Eileen as the first dance song. Can you play sax over it? And I'm like, wow.
Oh, that's me with Proud Mary. I just refused to play Proud Mary, and I was doing
so fast as well for you.
Well,
You don't mind fast, like bloody Samba de Janeiro.
But like, I can play Proud Mary on a kit, but then on a full rock kit, but on my party kit, it's just not possible. And I was doing this Girls That Mix game. They said they want the very first song that drums came out to be Proud Mary, and I just went, May I Love You, but I can't do it. Not for the first one, because I'm just gonna have to fumble my way through, and it's gonna be the worst first impression to this group. I can't do it now.
Yeah, I think sometimes you know best as an artist, and you have to just say that, because like I've had people say, I want this as my end of night song, and I'll go, okay, and it's not worked, and it never really works. And you know, as your profession, what works and what doesn't work. Just let the trust happen, isn't it?
I feel like they, because I'll say things like that to them, like that's not going to work, because from my experience, and sometimes they can still be insistent that they want that, but I just kind of want them to be open-minded that, hey, it might not work, but if you're willing to take that risk and you're willing to see that it might not work, that's okay with me. That's fine, but
Yeah,
I'm
because
telling
then you're
you
kind of putting
because
the
of it.
onus on them, aren't you then?
Yeah.
And we'll just say one thing on that JCB gig, because it all ran so far over. I had to be there for 5 o'clock, I think, to only 5:30 to like set up and then sound check, and then we did a gig, a chilled set from 7:30 till 8, and we were meant to be going back on at 10 o'clock. But with the food coming out and the speeches coming out, that's when it all ran so far over. And then I was trying to figure out how I could fit 2 25-minute sets into a 40-minute, gap, because we were meant to finish at 11:10, and it was like 10:30 when we hadn't even started. They were just bringing out desserts. So I said, I think we just play on through desserts. They were going, okay. Well, I'll go check with the client. And they said to, I think the client had said, yeah, go on, but just kind of keep it like low key because desserts are still coming out. People are still talking. And we had to kind of make this decision. Well, I say we, I mean me. Because I was representing May at the time. It was obviously a huge client for Girls That Mix. And I was thinking, actually, it's coming on 11 o'clock now. People are already smashed. And we're only meant to be here for another half an hour, but we've been booked to do a job. And I've seen it before where people just don't always want to have the desserts. You just got to go straight on and just kind of, people just leave the desserts and go. But I was thinking, if we've been booked to bring this party festival atmosphere.
Yeah, get it going.
Get it going, yeah, 100%. Because we've only got one job, really. So I just kind of went against the client. I went against the planner. I went against the venue manager, and I say just hit them with it.
And it worked,
And
I bet, didn't it?
Oh my God, it was fantastic. I was so
By
proud
that
of
time
myself.
as well. They're all bored. They want to get up,
Yeah,
don't they?
literally. As soon as we put on Pump It Up, the dance floor was full.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, they brought in these huge, I think, Function 1 speakers that practically blew the roof off this place. Everyone was bouncing around. And I was not to sound any and I know it wasn't just me, but I made that call to make that happen, and I was absolutely chuffed with myself.
You made it happen.
I made it
We
happen.
make it happen.
We make it happen, damn
We do in
straight.
this room.
We're gonna move forward to a quick fire round. Now, we've never done this before.
Yeah, I'm excited for
First
this.
time this has happened. So we're basically just going to ask you a series of questions. We want basically a short answer.
Yeah.
And we're not going to pry on that answer. We're just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Maybe we might pry on an answer at the end if there's something really intriguing. But we'll keep it rolling until that point.
Yeah.
So, Christy, ask the first question to Holly DJ.
What was your most life-changing gig?
Hong Kong, Ministry of Sound.
I want to delve into this.
New Year's
No,
Eve.
sorry, not loud. What do you do Monday to Friday when you're not gigging?
Walk the dog, go to the gym, teach DJing.
What's the first thing you do after you finish a gig?
Pack away, get changed, get in the car in silence.
Would you ever do a free gig for exposure?
Yeah, did one on Friday for a charity.
Oh, cute.
Oh.
What's one thing that you wish didn't exist in 2026?
My grey hair.
Mate, I am joining you on that. I've got some. I nearly
It's awful.
cried.
One thing you would tell your younger self?
Keep going, because where you'll land is where you're meant to land. Don't believe that your journey that you're doing at the time is wrong, because you might not do what you did then, but it works for now and everything will be great. Trust the process.
I like that.
Oh. What's one song you wish didn't exist?
Ooh, that's really hard. Probably This Girl, Kungs versus Cooking.
I think we can all agree on that
I
one.
would, yeah. One song you would play at every gig?
I would say, even if it's a remix of, probably works for weddings and remixes at like house events, definitely the 90s classic. So if I was going to have to choose a track, which is awful because there's so many out there, probably Dreamer. Goes well at weddings. You can do remixes of it. But I wouldn't really choose a song. It'd be like a genre, and that would probably be remixes of 90s classics or even samples of vocals out of 90s classics. I'd definitely always play.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And lastly,
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
This is my little idea. You've got 60 seconds to shout out another musician or sole trader or business who you think is absolutely smashing it.
Okay, I think someone that's really doing well at the minute, and I'm like inspired by her website, her work ethic, and her little business that she's just started, is Kat, who's saxophonique. I've worked with her lots of times. I think she's got such a great attitude towards the music industry. She pushes forward, but not just by her own she helps other people as well. So shout out to Saxophonique.
Ah.
Nice. I really like that quick fire round.
Yeah, I really did. That was cool.
I could see the brain working.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't even answered these. I've read through bits as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But I was like, I can't even. I'm going to go for it on the day.
And I could see Christy's want to interject to be like, but why though?
I was like, I want to chat.
It was more fun for me just to watch those two things.
It was good. It was good. I like that.
Oh, great. Okay. Do you have any questions about anything that she said before I move on? Because I did say at the end, no.
Dreamer?
Oh yeah. So basically,
That's a great tune.
I do like
I'm
Dreamer.
over it now.
I'm over it, but it goes off at weddings because they don't listen to it every weekend like we do. It's another one that I would probably get rid of, but at the same time, I probably wouldn't have answered Dreamer if I had extra time. If it was more of a debate, that's why I kind of went into I'd rather not choose a song, it'd be a genre. And where I'd play that genre, if it even is a genre, but it'd be remixes of 90s classics, like dance music. That's where I think I'd always choose that vibe because it goes off whatever age, you know what I mean?
If you're listening at home, I'm going to ask you the same question. Maybe you can comment on either YouTube or on the Spotify audio thing, whatever it's called. You can comment on Spotify. What is, and I'll ask the question again, what is one song you would like to hear, I guess, because maybe you're not a musician. What's one song you would like to hear every gig, or if you are a musician or a DJ, play every gig? And equally, what one song would you wish didn't exist?
It's a really hard question. There's so many songs out there.
That I wish didn't exist.
Can I put it to you two? What song would you have played every gig? It's really difficult. Go on, go for it. Come on, quick fire.
I can answer that because I ask it every single
Go
gig.
on then. What would you have?
It's Just Can't Get Enough by Hayden Fitz and Abigail
I
Bailey.
just can't get enough.
Yeah.
That one.
That is a tune.
That is a tune.
I'd say that one.
You do ask for that when you play with me as well, don't you?
Yeah, because I love it. Absolutely love it.
It is a tune.
Every single time I hear it, I hear something slightly different that I never heard before in it that I'm like, oh, I can vibe off that.
The remake.
Oh,
the
as in the
original.
Hannah Wants one?
It's very similar. She just used the same stems and stuff.
The original.
Yeah, the original's cool.
Actually, I don't know. That's a tough one. Oh, no, the original. Yeah.
Shout out to Heard and Fitz. My manager was Fitzy.
Really?
Yeah, he managed me for
right.
years, John Fitz.
Do you know, I've got a very, very quick, funny story about Jason Hurd.
Go on.
I didn't know it was Jason Hurd. He was DJing a gig, and I didn't know it was him because obviously people get older, don't they? And he said, oh, we're going to do my song next. And my first thought was, because I didn't know who it was, oh God, what's this DJ going to put on now? And then he put on that tune, and I was like, oh my God, I know who this is.
A lot of the time, though, you don't see the face behind the song as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
unless
yeah.
you like Calvin Harris, bloody David Guetta or someone.
Yeah, I still probably couldn't identify them, to be honest. Christy?
I was hoping you'd forgotten. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. Songs that I want to get rid of. Proud Mary. Good God. Get out. Sweet Caroline. Get out. Sit Down. Get out. Can't stand them.
James, sit down.
Sit down next to me. And everyone thinks it's really comedic to sit on the floor. And I'm like, you're just in the way.
Oh,
It's just
sit
a-
down,
Yeah.
down. Oh, I love that.
I'm like, I hate it.
No, I don't like that either.
Did
Like
they
that with the
overplay it in
Macarena.
Yorkshire, do you think?
Yes.
Oh, that's probably
Just
why.
in Yorkshire.
Yeah, because they don't really overplay that where I'm from. But
For me, I'd get rid of. Sorry, JK. I'd probably you. I'd probably no, I love JK. I love the fact that he loves cars and he's got like really cool cars in pretty much every music video. But it's got to be Cosmic Girl, and also the other one that
Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy. I'd get rid of Space Cowboy actually if I had to
I
choose
quite like
one.
Space Cowboy, actually.
yeah, everyone loves that. Yeah.
I know everyone loves it, and I think JK is an incredible musician.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-ba.
But there's just something about that song that just maybe how many times I've heard it.
Yeah, probably overplayed for you.
There's just something that really irritates me about it. I'm sorry, JK.
Oh,
Sorry.
Show Me Love.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. That's yeah.
Freed from Desire.
Yeah.
I'm still all right with Freed from Desire at the moment.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Nah.
I'm doing okay in that.
This was supposed to be quick fire.
It was. Let's move on.
Right. So, podcast topic 1, which kind of links to my terrible weekend, really. Do we take too much of a risk with our equipment?
So a risk as in like we leave it in places.
So yeah, we just basically put our jobs in harm's way because basically our job is the equipment, really, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, leaving it in the car maybe just to get a quick McDonald's or have a
Yeah.
quick poo in a service station.
What is it with you?
Oh,
like poo today,
do
don't
you,
you?
do you
Do
need
you
one?
a poo?
No, I'm all right.
Are you sure?
No breaks in there. We just go straight through.
I thought it smelled.
But yeah, or just drinks near our decks.
Oh
or-
my God, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we definitely risk it. That's why I feel like the booth that I have is quite protective of my equipment. It kind of edges over my decks and I do a lot of like come round. If people come over to request a song, I'll say come round this way because they'll lean over with a glass of wine or a beer or something and I'm like, oh God, like you obviously don't purposely like want to spill it, but it's so easily done. You see so many videos online as well where drinks are spilled on decks and the music goes off and they look at you and it's your fault because you're the DJ and it's like, well, actually, you're silly for holding the drink over. So I tell them to come round. But yeah, I think like I have to make a conscious effort to stand behind my decks the whole night. So by the time, say for example, I'm doing a 7 till midnight gig, get there at 6, set up the equipment. If it's a venue that I'm feeling a bit like, a bit dodgy about, or it's on a main street of a city, what a pain it is every time I'm loading in, instead of leaving my boot open and just allowing myself to go in and out of the venue, I have to shut my boot whilst I've got all my stuff in my hands, or like partially part of the stuff in my hands, lock the car, go and take that in, bring it back out, unlock the car, open the boot, get the next lot out. And yeah, because I am worried about it getting stolen. I've experienced damages before, so I can't really leave my decks. I'll say to people I work with, can you stand behind the decks while I run to the loo, or can you get me a drink? And I work with really good people. They'll always say, do you need a drink? Do you need anything? And everyone like helps out. But if I'm there on my own and I've not been booked with anyone else, it's a big risk because one of the punters might come over like they have in the past and break my bleeding decks. I think I mentioned this on the last podcast where, them guys were like really drunk, went over, I had a piece of pizza and come back and my cue button was like bent in and I couldn't,
Oh yeah.
It was really bad and yeah, not good. So I'm trying to avoid that from happening. So yeah, and obviously like a laptop, that could die. So I do have backups because I have my USBs and then I'll have like cables for my phone. Luckily enough, my speakers are Bluetooth in case everything fails. So I've got backups, but the one thing that you can't help is someone else dropping drink over your equipment. Yeah. So yeah, it is risky. So yeah, but leaving him in the car, I do have insurance, but sometimes I get home at like 2 a.m. and I will leave my stuff in the car.
We can edit that out if
Nobody
you want.
knows where I live. No, I put it in the garage every night. No, I do. The morning after, I'm like, bang. But yeah, it is risky, isn't it?
I mean, I think I can kind of on some sort of level relate to you because I've also got quite a big kit. So I can't just like move it. Like I've seen some sax players, to be fair, they do actually take their sax and take it with them to the green room and it's all kind of hidden then.
Yeah.
But obviously I can't do that with all my big kit. So I do definitely take my drumsticks off and I take my cymbals off because they're the ones that everyone tries to use and gets damaged. But I always try and move my kit to the side. And if that's not possible, there's been times where I've come back and people have used like my congas as a drinks table.
Oh,
what?
But like they just put their drinks on my drums. But the issue is obviously the congas is animal skin and drinks, especially in a hot room, that condensation drips down and it leaves like a little wet circle on my drums, and then I actually can't play that drum for the entire rest of the gig until it dries out because I'm just going to go straight through it.
Oh, wow.
I just think like,
right, listen here, people.
Right, you bastards.
If you're at a wedding, do not put your drink near the decks, near the sax, near the drums, and do not use it as a bloody table, you idiot.
That's crazy.
Public service announcement from Holly.
Yeah.
It's just common sense, guys. Come on.
I know, but then you do actually like. I think it's stupid in that aspect. They're probably just not thinking. They just see a surface and go, "Oh, I like this song," and put it down. But there was a time when I was playing in a bar in Leeds, and I was packing down, and I went to take the wing nut off the top of my cymbal, and I went to put the foam down, and then as I stood back up, someone had taken my cymbal off and was about to like frisbee it into the crowd. And I just thought, like, what are you actually? I had to like grab it, and like, you know what? I was holding the cymbal, and then his hand went. Oh, he obviously didn't realise that I still had a grip of it. But that's like a flying sheet of metal.
Have you never been disciplined as a child?
Oh, I nearly disciplined himself. But anyway.
Yeah.
But
He decapitated himself
That's
or somebody
so
else.
crazy.
But can you imagine if that hit somebody in the head or in the neck or something like that?
Alcohol is the devil in it when
It's
it
just
comes to
pure,
things like that.
pure stupidity.
But see, I don't believe alcohol is the devil. I believe it's just their true self coming out.
Yeah, you might be right, to be honest.
Yeah.
Idiotic.
I was wondering whether we actually just care too much. And I know that's crazy based on the fact that I've had a 10-minute rant at the start of this podcast. But here's the thing, like, all of this hurt and pain went through my head of what happened, over the weekend. But the reality was, it was like, insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fixed now. Cool. I've got a spare one. Well, that's now fixed. Cool. And it's like, well, at the end of the day, all of these things are really irritating, obviously, because they're our careers. But what's most important really is we're alive, we're intact,
totally.
we're okay. If we all of a sudden can't, carry on for the end of that gig, and God forbid, sometimes it may even prevent us from doing another gig after or whatever, because
if my equipment broke Friday, I couldn't use it Saturday.
Yeah. But I thought, yeah, but we put so much time and effort into all of this, and at the end of the day, they're really important, but they're just objects.
It's materialistic,
yeah,
isn't it, really?
In
I know
a way.
it's a job, but...
Yeah, and I kind of thought, the sensible ones have all got insurance.
Yeah.
Or at least they feel like if they don't have insurance, their equipment is affordable to be just easily replaced.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you can't prevent the future.
No.
These things happen. They test us. We just got to relax and move on. But
it's not the end of the world, I suppose. It's good to look at it like that because it makes you less stressed, I think.
I think the thing that worries me most about the risk taking in terms of equipment, obviously, is my own safety when I walk back from a club in like 4 a.m. or something to my car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's 4 a.m. There's maybe some rough people around. I'm carrying, maybe £7,000 or £8,000 worth of equipment here.
Yeah. That's
What
a
would
bit
I do if
scary.
somebody decided that they wanted my saxophone, which would be a strange want, really. I mean, most people just want like a kebab, but they want my sax.
But I must admit, I do think on the flip side to that, a lot of people, which is why they're not careful with their equipment, they don't realise how much it actually costs. So if you're carrying a saxophone through town, people probably think, oh, it's 50 quid, 100 quid or whatever. They don't think, oh, he's got a 6 or 10 grand sax on his back.
Yeah.
It's like with me, they say, oh, can I hit something on your kit? I'm like, no. Can I just hit a cymbal? I'm like, that's £400 there. What, really? Oh, what about just this jam block here? I'm like, that's 120 quid. And they'll go, oh, God. But they don't actually realise how much it all costs.
Before I got a new car, I realised that my saxophone was worth more than my car. It's like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, but no one realises that at all.
No, it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, grabbing my saxophone sometimes off, like whilst I'm in the middle of playing it, because I just have no idea. And I'm thinking, if I went to where you worked, which is essentially what you've done with me, and I just suddenly decided I was going to have a go at your computer or maybe just drag it across the room, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, that's my equipment, that's expensive. And it's the same case for,
Yeah, it is.
for
Or
all
the
of
one
us.
pen that you've got left.
Yeah.
Surely. I'm going to drop kick it out the window. And you've got 10 minutes to finish off that document. And you've got to run downstairs and run back up and finish that document off. She'd be like,
And yeah, don't forget, I'm going to order you to do something on the spot. Yeah. That's not even in your job role. I'm going to, I know you're the secretary, but I also want you to clean the toilets as well. It's the same thing when somebody comes up to me randomly and goes, can you spin the saxophone on your head? I mean, no one asked that, but you know what I mean? It's like, wow.
I know. And you can't say anything because you've got no HR.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you want.
That leads me quite nicely to the second part of this question, which is, for saxophonists, we have started to encounter a new thing for us, which is where we go to a gig, there's a DJ there, and they'll go, yeah, you can plug into my equipment, but I'm going to charge you.
Right, this is so crazy. How much do they charge, just out of interest? Like,
So I know someone who charges 60 quid for anyone who wants to plug in.
what?
Yeah.
Holly's
Why?
thinking I can make a buck here.
So
I
yeah,
understand.
Holly's like,
Asking for a friend, how much do they charge?
yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
I just think that's ridiculous. Why though? Why do they charge?
So the narrative that they give is for the protection of their own equipment.
By putting a cable in that they put in as well, that they use cables.
Yeah, so I think what it is now I can see it from this perspective. Someone who, let's say a saxophonist turns up, doesn't know anything about sound, decides that without turning the mic off, they're just going to put in the cable. It's going to create a big pop.
Yeah.
And it could damage their equipment, or they're going to, not be careful and realize that the level is up all the way high and it's going to, again, damage the speakers, something like that. I
Yeah.
can understand it from that perspective. But then my thought was, is that what's going through their head, or is it just greed?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
No.
Of what?
Podcast
what,
finished.
like, calibre / age are these people?
Okay. Seems to be DJs, from my experience, that I would say in their late 40s, 50s. Calibre is, I think it's hard for me to say, because I think it depends on what they are defining themselves as. And what I mean by that is, if they're defining themselves as a wedding DJ or someone who is just going to put on the music, playlist music, then they're that caliber. Or if it's like a proper, I'm going to absolutely mix the pants off of this music. There's that kind of DJ as well. And I don't really want to categorize them in caliber, but I do also know that every podcast I already have.
I feel like, right, I'm just going to just put it out there. It might be controversial, but it shows to me, or it seems to me that the type of people, type of DJs that are requesting for this money are people that are a bit older, potentially what I class as, no offense, Disco Dave.
Yeah.
So sometimes don't mix. They'll play what they've played for the last 60 years. They might not mix anything new, and the only music that they've got is now albums. Is that really bitchy?
Okay.
Which is absolutely fine. But I'm not being funny. Don't charge people to put a bloody cable in your decks.
So their
it's just
argument,
entitlement. Who do you think you are?
So I think so I've heard this as the counter argument, which is, yeah, but it's my equipment. You bring your own equipment. Why haven't you not bought your speakers for the saxophone to go through? Why are you using my speakers for the saxophone to go through? Why?
Because life's about sharing, and why would you bring an extra speaker when there's a speaker there with the sound of the saxophone coming out as well as the song, because they just fit nicely together. And you can add a bit of reverb, you can add effect, you can make that saxophone sound how you want to sound as well as the saxophonist. It's just I feel like it's just jobs worthy and a bit greedy me. I just think, why? Just let them plug in. It's not the end of the world. I've had saxophone players plug in and accidentally unplug my power cable instead of their sax, cable. And I've not said, right, that's it, I'm going to charge. It is what it is.
But do you think if a saxophonist damaged your equipment just once, but purely by accident, do you think that it would change your view on that?
No, I just think it's an accident and shit happens. Sorry. We make it happen.
Well, you see, the benefit is with this, I'm quite safe with this situation. I always just kind of think, if you want me playing or if you don't, I'm going to make a massive racket anyway.
Yeah.
And you cannot control that because I'm completely acoustic and I love it. So just tough shit.
Yeah.
But there is a drummer that I know, and she got charged, or they tried to charge her £50 for her to accompany the DJ. She wasn't plugging anything in.
Oh, I've heard this as well, actually.
Yeah, it was just actually...
What the hell?
It's ridiculous.
What the helly?
Yeah.
But it is absolutely ridiculous, though. She wasn't plugging anything in, but just to play in the same vicinity to his music, He wanted 50 quid.
So that's crazy. So I kind of do understand the narrative from whether his name's Dave or whatever to some degree.
Don't get me wrong, I'm going to be disco Diane when I'm a bit older.
My mum's name's Diane. What are you trying to say?
Just trying to get the D in there.
Disco
And the fact
Debbie.
that- yeah, disco
we don't want to get
Debbie.
the D in there.
Not that
Callum.
Yeah, let me just preface that there's no like I've not got anything against DJs that are older that play what they want to play, and they might not be as like up there with knowledge with like newer music and things like that. That's absolutely fine. But when you hear like that kind of DJ is charging people, it just feels a bit like entitled to me, and that annoys me because it's like, why don't you, like, we're all in the industry together, we're all here to perform and entertain, just allow like I feel like you just
Well, so this is it has made me think, and I have kind of come up with a kind of middle ground, and I do think actually it is probably respectful for saxophonists to, you know, before they plug in, go, do you mind if I just plug in there? Or would you like to plug me in? Or would you like to roll to the sound? Because actually, it is probably rude for a sax player just to suddenly alter their mic level, you know, without any kind of communication. And I think that maybe someone who is a DJ who's charging a sax player or whatever to plug in, might be thinking, well, hold on a minute, if you're not going to be respectful of my equipment and just kind of shove your cable in without talking to me about it, that's maybe where the problem lies. But I do have a solution to this, which is for those that would like to charge me to plug in, I also charge them the equal price for them to have the pleasure to play with me.
I love it.
So
I love it.
we're quits, we're even.
Yeah, I love that.
On a serious note, I do think that it's important for everyone to just be respectful of each
definitely.
other's equipment.
I think I'm probably a little bit bitter. So if I've come across a little bit like judgy, I'm a little bit bitter because I've had so many people of that age, of that gender, say, "Are you really a DJ though? Like, are you sure? You know, can you do this and can you do that?"
Is it mostly men?
Mostly men that are over 40, maybe 45, 50 now, maybe later to 60, that go like, does she know what she's doing? Like, do you know this and do you know that? I'm very patronising. So I probably get my back up a little bit because I think you're charging because you don't like the fact that there's people that are up and coming under you, these young artists that want to do well for themselves. I feel like it's a bit of like, halt what you're doing, I'm going to charge you to plug in, to maybe prevent them from eventually playing with them in the end, because they like what they do. They're very traditional in their own little way, and maybe they think if I charge, make a bit of money, but at the same time not bothered if they don't ever play with me again. Do you know what I mean? It's like a trim the fat situation. And that's fine for them, but it's the attitude. It's the attitude of like, yeah, I'm going to charge you, and are you sure you know what you're doing because you're a female? And and they're not all like that. You know, I go to karaoke with my granddad on a Sunday evening, and there's a man there that's in his 70s, and he doesn't have any decks. He's a DJ, and he puts his shirt on, and he's such a lovely guy, and he'll play obviously the typical like Now album music, and he does your karaoke and stuff. But he's a nice guy, and you know, so I'm not putting everyone into a category, but the experience that I've had is that type of DJ, which so older male, have been very judgmental towards younger artists, especially female. So yeah, I just think you're charging because I feel like you're trying to control the narrative a little bit.
I do worry with this podcast, sometimes it may sound like we're laying to DJs all the time. We don't. We actually love the vast majority of DJs. And as you'll know, those that are listening, watching, and if you are, you've seen every single one of the episodes, we've had the majority of guests on have been DJs.
Yeah, we love DJs.
We do love you.
I'm a DJ.
We do love DJs.
I teach DJing, like, we love DJs.
Yeah, you actually teach DJing, not
I teach
stunning
DJing, like mixing,
mixing,
Yes.
yeah. Anything to add, Christy, on that charging?
No.
No.
Speaking of charging, my laptop's run out of charge, so I'm a bit lost now.
Oh, great. Okay, wonderful.
You're on the fly. You're on the
I'm
fly.
on the fly at the moment.
Well, do not worry. We will work it out. We'll make it happen. So, our next podcast topic, which we'll maybe talk briefly about because we've got some cool features as well coming up. What's your most ridiculous? I was like, oh, should I do this as a quick fire? But then I was like, oh no, it'd be interesting to hear about this. What is your most ridiculous gig offer?
Right. So
ever
is this
had?
ridiculous? Is this
Ridiculous.
ridiculous as in like amazing, like whoa, or is it like bad ridiculous?
That's a really good question. Probably bad ridiculous. Just crazy, just weird. Just like what? Yeah, what?
Oh, okay, yeah. Offer. Is this like payment offer, like, or like what is it, like?
Could be. It could be. I mean, it could be a
strange
good
scenario. It could be a strange.
Okay,
crowd,
I've got a strange
place.
one. So I've done a throuple wedding.
one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Hold on,
it's,
did you talk about this on the podcast last time?
I don't know
I feel like I've heard something about this. But yeah, go on.
if I did, did I?
I don't remember.
I don't
Tell me
know.
anyway.
Yeah,
Tell me again.
so 2 girls and a man, well, 2 ladies and a man. And we got there and we didn't know it was a throuple wedding. And they were like, yeah, it's a throuple wedding. I was like, I'm guessing that's 3. And he was like, yeah. Did you not know? And we were like, no, we didn't get told. And he went, yeah, we didn't really tell anyone. We didn't even tell family. We just thought we'd surprise them all on the day.
Is it legal in the UK?
It's not legal, but they actually
Okay.
did. The whole day was basically performed as like a real wedding. And then they obviously invited everyone. They booked the venue, but it wasn't legal. So yeah, there was a man and woman together, and I think the woman met the girl and said, I think I'm falling in love with this girl. And then he was like, involved then, let's involve. So yeah, it was funny because the first dance was like Ring of Roses. ring a roses, river.
Oh, brilliant.
It was crazy. It was dead colourful. It was one of the best like wedding gigs I've done. Yeah, it was just like nonchalant, like anything goes, really cool. Mixture of like rock music, every genre, country, everything, and it was a nice venue as well. So
Amazing.
it was good. Yeah. So that was like probably the craziest.
That's quite
That is
cool.
bizarre.
Yeah.
What about you, Christy?
I remember there was one gig where I turned up and I was thinking, why the hell am I here? I was just not suited at all. So it was for a big brand of fast fashion that I'm not going to mention. But we didn't know this at the time. We just got told it was just like a house party type thing. Anyway, so I ended up turning up to this house, and I didn't realise it was like a posh house, but there was like a huge gate, and there were guards outside, and I'm thinking, And as I pull up, I saw like one little balloon. I thought, okay, a bit odd. And then anyway, there was like German shepherds barking at the gate, and I'm thinking, where the hell have I turned up to? This is ridiculous. So the gate's open, this guard walks around with like a German shepherd in hand, sniffing at the car. I explain that I'm here just to perform, and they tell me, okay, go park over there. So I then go park over there, walk past like 3 other German shepherds with guards and everything. Like it was mental going into this house. And then I parked up, and there was like Rolls Royce,
Wow.
Ferrari, Lamborghini, like mega money. Tons of them everywhere. And we walked into this garden, and they'd obviously done like a fun fair. So there was this huge Ferris wheel, there was bumper cars, there was huge tents and everything. And it was incredible. So I went over to the tent, that's where I was setting up. And then we started playing, and I realised it was for the children of the owner of this fast fashion company. And I think it was like a 1-year-old birthday, a 2-year-old birthday, and a 4-year-old birthday. So I'm there playing with sax and the DJ, and all I can see in the corner is where all the kids actually were, with a woman doing like TikTok dances, and all this. There was no need for us to be there whatsoever. I also turned around and I went to go get a drink from the Flair bartenders. Bearing in mind the religion that this person was, no one actually drank alcohol, so there was no reason for them to be there at all. They were just like handing out juices.
It was like showy.
Yeah, it was just all complete showy. People were walking around with hijabs. I obviously didn't realise. I'm the girl who swishes her hair, so I thought that was a bit awkward. And I thought it was like a festival thing. So I had like this nice sequin jumpsuit on. I didn't realise it was for a kid's birthday, but this sequin jumpsuit is like, it's mesh and it's skin tone. So I'm then going around in this mesh skin tone sequin outfit, swishing my hair around.
Inappropriate.
I know.
They booked you because they
in
wanted
front
that
of
though,
children.
obviously.
Well, it was for the agency. The agency just didn't tell me.
Right.
So they just said, oh, here's the venue, there you go, it's just a party. And that was mine, so I definitely should not have been booked there in a million years at all.
I realise that we've all interpreted the word ridiculous quite differently, which is fine, because my ridiculous is a very different
Go for it.
interpretation.
I'm interested.
There's a guy that not constantly, but often messages me, and for what sounds like incredible gigs, and I'm sure they are, but he messages me the week of the gig, and he's like, "Can you be in India on Friday?" And I'm like,
Oh my God.
no, I'd bloody love to be.
In
but
my 20s,
no,
before I had a child.
No, I was like, no, I can't be in India on Friday. And it's like, oh, that's a shame. It's for these like Bollywood celebrities. And I'm like, I can imagine that it probably, though, yeah, they're really, really posh. Like,
You need more lead time.
and 1 week before New Year's Eve, the other year, year ago, it was
I always
like,
feel like New Year's Eve comes in so last minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're all
Yeah,
abroad
yeah.
gigs.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
like Dubai
yeah.
and things like
I'm
that.
already booked for 2027 New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
But someone will still come in with an amazing gig, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
it's 2 days
Need
before.
2 of you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. If only. Oh no, I think we'd have. I think many people would have issues with
So
two.
the
of
world
me.
would explode with
Yeah.
2 calendars.
I've got a kind of way forward with that situation, but I'll tell you in a minute.
What's the way forward?
So obviously everything's going online, isn't it? And I feel like the world is going to turn into where there can be 2 of you,
Okay.
but it'll be a what's it called?
Hologram.
A hologram, yeah.
Okay. Can a
So people
hologram
can
go
pay
vote?
for the hologram of you playing at their wedding or playing, and then it's basically passive income.
And then you can go to Dubai.
You can go to Dubai, obviously record your hologram in a few different options, and you can be like, which package would you like the hologram? There you go. I know it's a bit unrealistic now, but watch 50 years, you never know.
Abba Voyage.
Can't read the room though. A hologram, can it? Like,
Yeah, but
what song
most-
to play next?
well, eventually there might be option buttons where a DJ just clicks that song, and then you pop up and do that song.
I mean, I might as well just put a video of me on a drop-down screen.
yeah. You could get the holograms moving and everything in between the clients. You never know. Technology.
Right.
50 years ago, we didn't have iPhones.
No, that is true.
Passive income.
Passive income.
Right, so a new feature. Now this is inspired. I can't deny that this is inspired by just my own head, because it's not. I'm a massive fan of a TV show called Would I Lie to You?
Oh, yeah.
And this little segment is inspired by that. So you, Holly, are
Yes.
going to tell us something funny, a funny story. It can be your professional life, your personal life. But the thing is, did it really happen? So we're going to ask you, between us, Christy and I, we're going to ask you 10 questions in total.
Okay.
After you tell the story, to kind of really kind of understand
Okay.
this story. And then we're going to say at the end of these 10 questions whether it's actually true or whether you've just made it up.
Okay.
Now, it's the first time we've ever done this. This could go terribly wrong.
Callum is so excited. I'm a bit
I'm
nervous.
really excited, but that means that it could go terribly wrong because I'm too excited.
Okay.
So, Holly, over
Okay.
to you.
Right. I can't believe I'm saying this because I've never told anyone this story before, but nothing ever was shown. It was very risky, but basically I turned up to a gig, and it was a gig where I have to wear like short sequins, and I've got a gold sequin dress that's like a wrap over, but at the side the slit goes right up to right near the top of my leg. So I always put big black sucking knickers that look a bit like shorts, but they're not shorts because then it'd look silly, underneath. And obviously I have knickers underneath that, so every time I turn up I obviously get my leggings off because I have to set up with different clothes on because I get a bit sweaty. Take my leggings off and then put my dress on and then pull my sucking knickers in. But this one day, I'd not put knickers on, normal knickers on, underneath my leggings. So I turned up to the gig and I was like, right, let's get the dress on. And I was like, shit, I've not got any knickers on. So I was like, right, reached into my bag to get my sucking knickers. And could I find my sucking knickers? So I had to do the gig with no knickers on. There was a lot of air going up there. But luckily enough, I wasn't in, it wasn't a situation where it was a different booth, because sometimes booths can be on stages where you can see the legs. Imagine. Flapper, flap, flap, flap. So yeah, I was behind my DJ booth, big black like cover, so nothing was seen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a few questions already.
Okay.
So, first question.
Go for it.
How did you move? Let's say you wanted a drink or you needed to go to the loo.
Yeah.
How did you move from the DJ decks
Yeah.
to the bathroom or to go to without anyone
Yeah.
noticing?
So obviously, if I stood still, it'd be fine. Behind the booth, it's fine. I ask all the time, like sax players and drummers and things, to get me a drink, or they'll offer me to get me a drink. So I don't need to go to the bar. But I don't even know if I went to the toilet that night. But I remember
The whole night you didn't go to the toilet.
a lot of the time I don't. I've got a real good,
Uh-huh.
holding situation.
Okay.
But I do, obviously, I have to walk from the changing room to the decks and vice versa. So I am aware that it could have been on show. So I just grab both pieces of material as I walk. So kind of can't really tell.
So you did walk.
So I did walk, yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I had to hold the material like to get, because it's basically like a flap like that and then another flap like that. So I just held the flaps together. Not my flaps.
Right. Okay.
Definitely couldn't do the Michael Jackson.
Pay extra for that. Okay, what was the event?
It was a GTM wedding.
Oh, it was a wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. What's a GTM?
Girls that mix.
Girls
Oh.
Mix.
Oh. Sorry. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had a sax player to help you go and get all the drinks.
Yeah.
Did you tell them your issue?
Oh, yeah.
Did they not have any spare knickers?
No. No. I take spare knickers now every time after this.
You take spare
I take
knickers
spare
to every
knickers.
gig, just
yeah,
in
because
case.
to be fair as well, when I've set up, normally my knickers are a bit sweaty, so I swap them
Right.
before I'd get into my
I can vouch for
outfit.
this. I do the same.
Yeah.
You change your knickers between.
Yeah, you get sweaty and
Right. Okay.
you don't want a,
I feel like we're going into an anatomy session.
you don't want a water infection, for goodness sake.
Okay. Okay. So then my next question is packing down.
Yeah.
How did you pack down without exposing yourself?
I get changed back into the leggings at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to shimmy yourself.
I just walk to the changing room,
Okay.
get changed, and then, yeah. But I have a bag, don't I? So I'll walk with the bag in front of me to the changing room so that it doesn't show. Because the back's fine. It's just that tiny slit there. And it's not on the bit. It's on,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like next to it.
Could you not have tied like a shirt around it or something?
No, you ruin the look then. And I don't have a shirt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't go with a shirt just to check, just to make sure that my
Well,
bits
I mean,
out.
now you carry spare knickers, so you
Yeah, carry spare knickers, but no, I don't have a shirt.
When you were behind the booth, were you like dancing, thinking no one can see anyway, so let's just have a vibe, or were you still really self-conscious and like
No.
legs clamped?
No, when I'm behind the booth. Unless people come round, I'm not bothered. Yeah.
What if somebody told a joke?
What joke?
Well, any joke that made you giggle.
Oh, yeah, that could have been dangerous. That could have been dangerous.
What?
You're not wearing any knickers.
Dribble down the leg.
Dribble down the leg.
Yeah. I can hold. I've got good, what they called here? Them muscles.
Oh,
What they called?
Oh,
pelvic floor.
Pelvic floor. I've got
yes.
good pelvic floor. I did aerial at university. Aerial skills, circus skills. Suck up there, yeah.
That's how you get the suction onto the pole.
Yeah. And you laugh like this. Just don't let it out properly.
what are you leaning towards at the moment, Christy? A truth or a lie?
I think it's true.
I think it's a lie. Because I just think like if you've realised your error, oh, I've not brought my knickers with me. Could you have not just worn what you were wearing before?
Leggings.
Yeah.
Jesus, you'd be lynched by.
Uh,
I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
But-
You can't not wear. I can't wear leggings with this gold dress. You've seen the gold dress. It's high neck, isn't it? You know
Yeah.
which one I mean? I put a belt round it, which bloody lifts it up a bit more. So that night I didn't put the belt on, so it fell a bit better. But yeah, oh my God, you
what
look
were you wearing with the leggings?
leggings and a t-shirt and a jumper.
But you weren't wearing any knickers underneath the leggings?
No.
So you knew before you left the house that you'd gone...
Yeah, but because I have me sucking knickers, I was like, I'll just wear them when I get there.
So you...
But I didn't pack my sucking knickers.
See, the crazy thing for me is you'd already left the house without wearing knickers.
Yeah.
And that... Is
Some
that
people
normal?
don't wear knickers. No, I always wear
This is
knickers.
why I think it's a lie.
It's not.
Because you'd leave the house just wearing knickers, and I can't imagine leaving the house without wearing underwear.
Shall we say whether it's truth or a lie? Is that enough questions? I think I'm pretty set.
You think it's the truth?
Mm.
I absolutely think it's a lie.
Holly, truth or lie?
Lie.
Oh my God, really? No, the reason why I thought it was true is because I have done that exact thing.
Yeah,
I have done that exact thing.
I was like, I can't think of something, so I'm just going to say that, and it sounds pretty true.
oh my God, I liked
I was
you.
actually right.
I can imagine it's something I would do, like
I have
accidentally.
done that. I have done that, and that's why I was like, "Oh, I know." She had to do a little waddle. Been there before. I had to hold on the dress. Been there before.
Yeah,
I've done it all.
Yeah.
I did it at Revs.
Yeah,
It was the thing for me of leaving the house without
No,
knickers in the first
yeah.
place.
I always put knickers on. The only time I don't put knickers on is if I've like got out the shower and it's like evening and I want comfy pants on. Do you know what I mean?
So you'd always leave the house wearing knickers.
Always leave the house.
Well, yeah,
in
that
knickers.
was the bit for me. I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
would
the
you
thing
do
is,
that?
I think I have mentioned it in the podcast in season 1. I left the house without my fat pants, and I thought, I forgot those, but obviously I had underwear on.
Yeah.
Have I told you this? Do you know this?
Don't think so.
No, so Revs student night. Unfortunately, Revs Electric Press is closed down now, RIP Revs. So I had this like dress on. It was a bit shorter than I remembered it being, but it was all okay. And I sat down on the toilet just to put my shoes on, and I felt this like, I was thinking, what the hell was that? And I stood up, and for some reason, my underwear had just come apart.
You have told me this.
I
yeah,
do
think
know
you
the
said
story
this.
too. Yeah.
So I had to do the whole waddle thing. I had to hold everything down, and I was thinking, because I
yeah.
did bring underwear, but it broke.
I should have said that.
So that's why I was
someone
like,
else's story.
I know, you cheeky bug. That's why I was like, I've been there. I see this happening. I completely get it. It's so true. Well played.
No, it wasn't.
Well
I
played,
don't leave
Holly.
the house
Well played.
without nickels. It
I don't know how many questions we asked there, but it was definitely more than 10.
was good. It's a good question.
Okay, so we're going to play another little quick game, maybe,
Okay.
which is basically guess the tune. So, Holly, again,
Pressure.
I want you to think of a tune that is well played.
Oh, I thought he was going to play one and I had to say what it was.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll see. We might end up having to edit this bit out because depending if you thought
see
that it
if
was
it
going to be this way. So, ideally, you think of a tune
Okay.
that you play regularly at weddings, that we'd hear regularly at weddings,
Yeah.
you know, a regular wedding tune. We're going to ask you some obvious questions. You're probably going to need to use Google here.
Okay.
Just so you know a bit more about the tune.
Yeah.
We're going to ask you things like, what year did it come out? What genre is it? Is it a group? As an example. And it is definitely going to be 10 questions this time. And we're going to see in 10 questions whether we can guess the tune that you're thinking about. And we're
Okay.
not going to see your phone. Can you see Holly's phone?
I can't see your phone.
Right.
I'm going to be rubbish at this game.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you've got a tune.
I've done an easy-ish one for you.
An easy-ish one. All
Well,
right.
it's defo wedding tune.
Okay. Shall I ask the first question?
Go for it.
Is it a solo artist or a band?
Band.
Okay. Christy?
What genre is it? Can I ask that?
Yeah.
Oh, what genre is it?
Pop rock. Rock, pop. Whichever version you say it in.
Okay. Is it by a group? Is it by a group of men?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I might know what it is, but I'm not going to guess.
That'd be good if you did know it. I mean, it's an easy-ish one anyway, so.
Is the second verse a repeat of the first verse?
Let me just get
What a crazy question that is.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Was it released after the year 2000?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh. Can I ask another question then?
Yeah.
Was it released during the 90s?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I've got no idea now.
That's 5, isn't it? Okay.
How many people are in the band?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
4, I think.
4 men. Oh, is the band the Bee Gees?
No.
There
Is
might
the
be
band the
3 then.
Beatles?
No. I think it's 4. Might be 5.
Hold on a minute. Is it 4 or 5, Ollie?
Let me just
That's not
check.
part of the question. That's
4.
okay. It's 4 people, right? Oh, gosh, we've not even figured out the. Okay. Oh, we said it was rock, didn't we? Rocky pop. Was it? I'm gonna have to ask another year question. Was it in what? Was it between the six? Was it in the 60s?
No.
Is the band still together?
No.
Oh, we've got 2 more questions left. Oh, this is really hard. I feel like we've asked all the wrong questions because we're nowhere near. Okay, so if it's not the 60s and it's not the 90s, it must be somewhere between the 70s and the 80s.
Yes.
So I'm going to assume that it's the 80s.
No.
Wait, you're not supposed to answer that. That
Okay,
wasn't a question.
So it's
obviously
70s pop rock 4-piece male band.
Yes.
Could it? I wonder if it could be like Journey, like "Don't Stop Believing." But how many "Don't Stop Believers" are there?
I don't believe I know.
Ding ding. Oh! Could it be U2, Bono? How many of them are there? But I don't know any of the songs.
Well, I was also thinking Take That, but then equally Take That was way
Oh
after.
yeah. Couldn't be Take That. No.
Jamiroquai?
No, there's not 4 of them.
I don't know how many there
JK
are.
and
That
then
was
a band.
90s as well. that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I told you I'd be rubbish at this game.
Well, there's only one thing that I can think of, and it is probably Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Is there anything that you can think of?
No. Whilst I'm thinking, it's going to be a very quiet podcast. So
Okay, last question then. Is it Journey, Don't Stop Believing?
Dun-dun-dun. No. You
Ah!
was very close, so I won't say until you're ready for me to say.
Well, we've asked 10 questions.
It's got "don't" in there.
Don't Stop Me Now, Queen.
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it!
Oh my god. That
79. It was released.
Okay. Oh, that was actually really, really obvious. I can't believe we didn't think of Queen.
I did
For
try
all
and
those
think of an easy one for
screaming
you.
out there.
Well, I was
Very
thinking
sorry.
Mr. Brightside by The Killers, and then you said, can't remember what you said, which obviously wasn't that. Oh yeah, the second verse doesn't repeat.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Mr. Brightside, the guy who wrote it actually didn't think it'd be a very good tune. It was just going to be a filler tune for the album. So he couldn't be asked to actually spend time on writing a second verse. We just repeated it. But actually, that song is their biggest song of all time.
So crazy, isn't it? I think I've heard that before. That's cool, that.
I think it's a cool story.
Very cool. I like that feature.
I like that.
That's
I
like my
them.
favourite.
Oh,
Yeah.
What, even more than the Would I Lie to You?
Yeah.
that's disappointing.
Because I've got to put an act. I've got to act, hasn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Very good
yeah.
at acting.
Well, this was all Callum's idea. Callum was thinking in reality, if people were trying to keep people awake and engaged on the way back, they can also kind of guess and play along with us and think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your crowd thinking.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Okay, so last part of the podcast is our funny gig story. Now we've heard a gig story already, but it was a complete lie. So
Oh, yeah.
what is a true gig story?
Right, yeah, this is a true one. So, very embarrassing. So, I obviously have to get on the mic and announce first dance.
Mm.
And I said the wrong surname. And the surname, this is the bit that's like hilarious. It was like it was Mr. and Mrs. Warburton.
Okay.
And I said Mr. and Mrs.
Hovis.
Hovis.
Oh my god!
Are you
I didn't
joking?
actually think you
I was
did.
going to
It was years ago. I was thinking like, what story can I tell? I was like, oh my god, that one 100%, because everyone was like, are you joking? I thought people were going to laugh and they didn't. But after I'd done it, I was like, oh, because everyone looked at me. But the reason why I said it accidentally was because I was talking to the person next to me about it being a joke, and it came out my mouth that way. So I knew they weren't Hovises, they were Warburtons. And I was like, Mr. and Mrs. Warburton. I was like, but obviously you have to follow through with what you're saying because it's got to be clean and crisp out the microphone. So it's just awful.
What were people's reaction?
No, they looked at me like, as if, like said that.
Oh my God.
There was another one similar. It wasn't like funny, but it like is like a terrible situation. This is why I hate getting on the mic, where it was a same-sex marriage, 2 girls, and for ages, for weeks on end, I was like, whose surname are you taking? What's the surname? What's the surname? And they were like, we've not decided, we'll let you know on the day. So I went over to them on the day and was like, what is the surname? And they were like, it's this, but it was someone that wasn't the bride and bride. It was someone that wasn't part of them two that told me. I don't know how they got it wrong, because they were there all day and they told me the wrong surname. They told me of the female that it wasn't.
Right.
Anyway, obviously I announced them in with the big grand, can we all stand up, and introduce Mrs. and Mrs. And obviously they came in, because they're not going to come in and go, you've got the name wrong.
Yeah.
So one of the mothers came over later on, went, you do know you've got the name wrong. It wasn't Mrs. such and such. It was the other bride. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. A guest told me. I've been asking for weeks, and I went up to a guest and asked them, and they went, it's this. So they told me the wrong name. So I literally, before I get to the gig now, I'll ask and make sure whether it's agency, whether it's for me, whoever's planned that gig, I'm not turning up until you tell me what the bloody name is, because I'm not getting it wrong again. It's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, of course, it's very embarrassing. I mean, there's been times when I've been with DJs and they've gone, what's the name? Can you just check for me? And you go everywhere and it's nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, even on like the welcome board, it says David and Nicole's. It's not like the
Mr. and
Warburtons
Mrs.,
or something.
yeah.
It's not anywhere. I don't know what you do.
I know. It's... Yeah, sometimes I have to go over and be like, or if I've done a same-sex wedding and I've been speaking to, say, for example, Jennifer the whole time, and then, say, Sarah comes up to me and I go, hi, Jennifer, because I've not seen her face, and she goes, no, that's the other one, I'm Sarah. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And it's like embarrassing, because obviously you don't see them, it's via email or over the phone. So I think my take for this year is any same-sex weddings, I'm going to get on FaceTime with them or some sort of Teams call and be like, which one are you? Because I need to know when I get there. If I get there before the speeches, it's quite good, because then they'll say about the other person, they'll say the name a lot and I'll like gather it, but a lot of the time. Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, even heterosexual weddings, like you could have like a Jordan, for example, and Jordan is a unisex name, innit?
Yeah.
So you might be... Yeah.
So I mean, my dad's called Jan, and people are like, John, and I'm like, no, Jan, Jane and Jan. So when people ring up, they think my mum and dad are lesbians.
Right.
Which is ironic, because my sister is now married to a woman. So it's hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it before, to be fair, not with the wrong name, but I have seen DJs play the wrong first dance.
Right, so I did this a couple of weeks ago, but it wasn't my fault. It was through an agency who gave me the wrong title and song of the first dance. It was the same original. It was the same song, but they wanted a remix of it, but I wasn't told.
Right.
So I pressed play and I saw the bride look at the groom and go, and I pressed stop straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
And the groom come over and he was lovely. And he was like, it's the wrong version. Have you got this version? I was like, can you just listen in the headphones? Because I can't play it out loud to everyone.
Yeah.
I had to like title it, get it up really quickly. And the agent was there, because they were a live musician, and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened, because it is what it is. It's a lack of communication, or like some sort of communication's gone wrong. They might not have told them that it was a remix, and some people assume that you'll know and stuff like that. Yeah. Luckily enough, the client was like really easygoing, and they get left a really good review and stuff. But God, that can go the other way, can't it?
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
So, Holly, where can people find you on the Instagram?
Yeah, so hopefully I won't get cancelled for all these mishaps. I'm a very good wedding DJ, so book me. You'll find me on DJ Holly J Instagram. I've also just started, I've opened up and pretty much finished my website now. So I've got a website, djhollyj.com.
You on TikTok as well?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, website. So if you've got any... questions or inquiries, hit me up, guys. Hit me up.
And lastly, once again, tell us about your Hot House Instagram and the dates.
Yes. So next Hot House event is this Sunday, 8:00 at Hideout in Warrington, and then the one after that is on the 12th of July in Ibiza at Plastic. So if you are in Ibiza or on the island, come and say hi, and it'd be good to have a dance with you. Woo!
Thank you so much, Holly, for coming in and
Thank
making
you.
all the effort from sunny Warrington.
Yeah.
Appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We will be back with another guest in 2 weeks' time. So, yes, thank you to all those that are listening and sharing any positive or negative feedback. The positive feedback is greatly appreciated.
If you are driving, get to your destination safely. And if you are tired, please pull over.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do. Thank you very much, guys. See you
Okay,
later.
lots of
Thank
love.
you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We make it happen.